This is my full face foundation routine with color correcting for acne and acne scars. I will go into detail with everything inside my travel chest that I use to create flawless makeup.
And people are telling me, oh, your skin is so beautiful. You've got good skin in your family. I'm like, who? Telling me?
It never fails. In person or in photo, people always compliment me on my skin, and I'm always upfront that it's not what it appears to be. I have really bad skin. I've got hyperpigmentation, dark circles, acne, so I'm just going to show you how I cover it. The key to flawless foundation is prepping your skin. Hydration is an absolute must so that your skin always looks rejuvenated. Up next is color correction. I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in orange. Orange hides dark circles and blemishes. Dark circles and acne scars have a blue undertone to it. Therefore, you want to use the color orange to counteract the blue and neutralize it. Now I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and I'm going to push the color into my skin. I want a flawless finish and I want my makeup to look like skin and not makeup. I can't be shy with concealer around my jawline. This particular area that I get the most breakouts are normally caused by hormonal changes. In my MAC Studio Conceal and Color Correct palette, in dark, I'm going to use the color Ochre. Ochre is a rich yellow color, and the color yellow neutralizes blue and purple. I have a mustache, and I wax often, and even though the hair is gone, the shadow of it is still there. I'm going to use the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. It's infused with vitamin E and crushed pearls, and it's going to create a smooth canvas for my foundation. Next, I'm going to minimize the appearance of my pores. I'm going to use the Porefessional Pro Balm from Benefit, and I'm really going to push that into my skin to create a smoother, blurred effect where my skin normally has more texture. Choosing the right foundation is critical for a flawless finish. I have oily skin, so I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear foundation and the 130 dual fiber brush from MAC. I'm using my 130 brush in a stippling motion all over my face. The stippling motion will give your foundation an airbrush finish. When applying your foundation, pay close attention to the areas that you did color correction on. You don't want those colors to show through your foundation. Be sure to apply and blend out along the hairline and along the edges of your face so your foundation won't appear to be a mask. To smooth out my foundation, I'm using a damp beauty blender and I'm just pushing the foundation into my skin a little bit more. On to the highlighting and contouring. The L'Oreal True Match NC10 is an affordable bottle for contouring. I'm going to use the MAC Studio Tech in NW45. It's really creamy and the color is super rich. If you have problems with contouring, just remember the 3 and the E technique. Trace along your forehead, under your cheekbone, down your jawline, around your chin, and outline your nose. Next, I'm using my Cover FX Contour Palette in Deep. I'm using 2 of the lightest colors mixed together, and I'm going to trace that under my eyes to give it a little bit more illumination along my forehead, down my nose, a little bit under my chin. Blend that-ish. Blend it! Another thing that can make or break your makeup look is badly blended makeup. I highly recommend a damp beauty blender, and you want to push that color into your skin. And the trick is not to get the highlight mixed in with the contour too much, or else your look will come out kind of muddy. You want to maintain the contrast with dark and light between the highlight and contour. For me, I like to start with the highlight first and then go into the contour. To finish off my blending, I like to blend the highlighted portion into the contour to get rid of any lines of demarcation. Now I'm going to do a quick spot check. I take a concealer that's the same shade as my foundation and I lightly dab on top of it with a concealer brush, and then I'll push that foundation into my skin just for extra coverage so those dark circles won't show through my foundation. Now I'm going to set my cream highlight and contour with a powder. This is MAC Studio Finish in NW58, and I'm using my 128 split fiber brush from MAC, and I'm applying that in the same 3 and an E motion that I used to set my cream contour. And that's going to make the color just a little bit richer, a little bit deeper, and give my face more definition. Because just from blending the highlight too much, you can get a little bit ashy, so I use this to put color back into my face. Now I'm using the Studio Finish NW40. Now I'm using my 190 foundation brush to push that highlight powder into my skin just to give my skin a little bit more pop and make it more luminous. The contrast between dark and light gives my skin a lot more detail and definition, so it just doesn't look flat from wearing one solid foundation. Only applying the lighter color where I put the light highlight down, and this is just going to set it so it lasts all day. And just smoothed out that powder and dab, dab, dab along the eyes to finish. So this is the Multiple by Nars. It's a multi-use shimmer. You can use it anywhere on your body and your face. I'm using mine as a highlight because the color is so pretty. It's like a sheer pinkish color, so I'm using it on the highest point of my cheekbones, down my nose, across my forehead. Then I'm going to dab that with the Beauty Blender just to set it. For this product, a little goes a very long way. Like my highlight is popping already. And now I'm going to take the Nars Orgasm blush and I'm going to use it as a highlighter to set the highlighter multi-stick. And I love the shimmer that is not too much of a gold, it's not too much of a rosy color, but it's just enough hue to give me like a natural luminous finish. Like that is super cute. And that's the 190 brush from MAC. So I'm using the flat side of that just to push the color into my skin to give me a nice glow. I want a stronger glow, so now I'm going to use the Laura Geller Gilded Honey and a fan brush, and I'm just going to use that on the outside of my cheekbone just to really push that highlight so it can really come all the way through. And it's just pretty, you know, it's just like a nice finisher. Up next, this is Love Thing from MAC. So I like to put my blush on top of the highlight and the contour just so that it's not just, you know, one solid color. I like to see a nice gradient. And next I'm going to use my Laura Mercier powder. This is a translucent, and I'm going to use that to bake. So I'm putting that under my eyes in the normal highlight area. Let that cook for a little bit. Then I'm going to brush off the excess. This is going to keep all the oils away. And next, the powder kind of made me a little bit ashy, so I'm just popping color back onto my face with more highlight and contour powder just so that I can get that definition back into my skin without the oil. Then I retouch my highlight and I'm finished. So this is my official foundation routine video. I may update it in the future, but from now on when I do makeup videos, I'll be skipping foundation and going straight to eyes and lips. Next is my brow routine video. So like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next time.